Hi, this is Tom Reardon, math teacher from Ohio, here to solve another SAT math problem with you. We suggest that you pause the video to copy the problem, solve it at least one way, and resume when you're ready. Let's first look at an algebraic solution. I'm going to multiply the top equation by -3 and the bottom equation by +2. And when I do that, when I add the two equations together, I get -7x equals -39, and then dividing through by -7, x is a +39/7. Not my favorite number, but that's the way it is. Instead of substituting that, I decided to multiply the top one by -4 and the bottom one by 5, so that this one would make the x terms add up to 0. And I'm left with -7y equals -24, and dividing by -7 all the way through, I get a +24/7. Now the question says to find the sum of those two. So I have to add these two x and y values. Fortunately, they have a common denominator, and we get 63/7, which is 9. This is not my favorite way to do it. I have a couple more other ways that I think you'll like better. Let's use our graphing calculator to solve this problem. We're going to use an app, and it's called the Poly-Simultaneous 2 app. So press the app button, go down to there, press enter. There's several things on the menu. We want the second option, which is simultaneous equation solver. So I'll press 2 or just go down to there and press enter. Notice it'll solve a 2x2 up to a 10x10 system. And so we need a 2x2, that's the default. These commands here are obtained by pressing the hotkeys that are underneath them. So to go to the next screen, I'll press graph. There was always already a problem there, so I'm going to go ahead and just overtype it. So I'll type in 5 for the coefficient of x and press enter. I'll put a minus sign there, enter. Notice I don't have to clear what's there, it overtypes it. I need a 2 for the coefficient of y, enter, and 21 for the constant, enter. And I love that it jumps to the beginning of the first equation. So I want a 4, so I'll just press 4 and then enter. A minus, enter. A 3, enter. And a 12, enter. And please double check what you type in, because it'll solve the equation you type, not the one you wanted to type. Now once we have that, solve is above the graph key, so I'll press graph. And there are solutions. Those should look familiar to you. So what I need to do is go off to the home screen now and add those two fractions if I can't do it mentally. So I'm going to go ahead and press second mode, which is quit, and then press the number 6 to quit the app. So I'll now bring up the fraction template, 39/7, right arrow to get out from the denominator, plus again, fraction template alpha xt theta n, 24/7, and the answer is 9. But my favorite way doesn't involve technology. It involves a little bit of clever algebra. So what I'm going to do is leave the first equation alone and multiply the second equation by -1. So this will become -4x, +3y, and -12. And what I'm going to do is just add those two equations together and get x plus y equals 9. And we're done. So this is called using the structure of algebra. A lot of times on the SAT, when they ask you to find a sum or a difference or something like that, it can usually be done a little bit more clever way using the structure of algebra. Notice all the time we saved not having to deal with fractions. Keep in mind that other availables are available at this website.